We had just lost Mommy to the cold hands of death. Mommy struggled with her ailments for 4 years. There were times I saw Mommy almost dead and then barely getting better. Mommy needed urgent treatment, but Papa's meager salary could not afford it. Papa is a driver to a rich man. I remember how Papa described his employer's wealth to Mommy.
My oga gets money, no be small money. Which one is owo money?
Papa asked Mommy. I giggled where I was. It was the usual in the house. Papa correcting Mommy whenever she spoke her native language, and Mommy interpreting the words to him instead. Papa is from the southern part of Nigeria, and Mommy was Yoruba. We lived in a rented apartment, 1 room precisely, in a crowded compound. You could see the rays of the sun lighting our room beautifully well through the hole in the ceiling and roof of our room. Our television, which was rightly placed on the floor, was covered with a nylon to protect it from the leaks in the roof. Mommy, Papa, Christiana, and I lived in that 1 room together through different seasons before Mommy's demise. There were days we bought food on credit, and some days Papa and I had to go on empty stomachs, leaving the food available for 8-year-old Christiana. Papa, why don't you ask your boss for help? He is very rich, let him help us now, I told Papa.
Odoak, I have tried to ask for help, but it has been futile. As it is now, the only way is by continuing to work with them and getting my pay.
But Papa, have you approached his wife? She could convince him, I said again.
His wife? She's even worse than her husband. She behaves as if I am contaminated. You need to see the way she responds to my greeting. I once tried to help her youngest daughter into the vehicle. You need to see the way she shouted when she saw me touching her daughter. She even sanitized her hands and feet in the vehicle.
I was washing Christiana's uniform that afternoon when Papa walked into the room carrying 2 bags filled with items. Papa, what is inside these bags? I asked.
Udoak, you won't believe how I got these things. My boss's wife bought them for us. She asked that I drive her to the market. When we got there, she asked me to choose all that we needed, and she paid for them. She even promised to come visit us to see my daughters. All this after I told her about you girls.
I was glad at the sudden change, but at the same time sad. Why now, after Mommy's demise? Why didn't she offer all this when Mommy was alive, when it was most needed? She did come to the house. The first time Papa's madam came, she came with lots of goods for Christiana and me. She seemed to know the things that were perfect for Christiana, as most of the things she brought for her fitted perfectly. She bought the perfect shoe sizes, perfect dress, toys, and more. This continued for long. One day, Papa came home with an invitation card from his madam. She was inviting us to her daughter's 9-year birthday. The day came and Papa drove us to the venue with his boss's car. He explained that he was asked to do so. The venue used was one of the numerous facilities the couple owned. While the party was on, I noticed a young girl of about the same age as Christiana. She approached me smiling. I asked her name and she revealed her name was Ayo. I quickly recalled Papa mentioning the same name before as his madam's daughter's name. However, I wasn't sure she was the one. Just then, a woman called out to her, "Ayo, come here." The young girl walked away slowly to the woman. I couldn't see Christiana amongst the children playing nearby, but I assumed she must have gone to play with the other children. After some hours and I still didn't see her, I stood up from my seat to make a frantic search for her. I walked around the facility, which I now noticed had a hospital complex within it. I quickly walked towards the hospital, hoping to use their restroom as I was pressed. I had just walked a few steps away from the main entrance when a doctor opened the door to a ward. I was shocked at the sight before me. Christiana on a bed with drips connected to her. I ran into the ward before he could stop me. On entering, I saw the young girl who earlier introduced herself to me as Ayo on another bed in the same ward. I knew something was wrong. It was my scream that drew the attention of the other guests from the party. Papa also.
What is this? What is my own Christiana doing lying on a bed looking weak?
Papa asked his madam, who was now present. Just then, a man from the crowd walked up to her.
Mrs. Evelyn, I thought I advised you against going on with this plan. You could have done this some other way. A kidney transplant from a child without proper consent.
At his statement, whisperings from the crowd filled the air. Immediately, pictures of her first appearance in our room ran through my mind. How she was being nice, especially to Christiana. She was fattening the fowl for consumption all this while. I again remembered all our ordeal, and then this? I burst out in anger. I want my sister back to normal, return her to her previous state. I made that statement repeatedly until everyone around looked at me as if I was mad. But it is I who knows what we've been through.